All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is November 4th, 2024. My name is John Kerrigan and moderate the BYOB Trading Room. Hey, let's go take a look at some charts today. All right, let's take a look at SPY. All right, on SPY on the 10-minute chart, we have a 10-minute, let's go to the 10-minute. 10-minute downtrend going into the close. We got a 2-hour downtrend going into the close. We got a daily downtrend going, well, I'm going to call it a down, no, not quite yet. It's almost a daily downtrend if they break these lows right here. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. They may visit them tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens. So price action for today, lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Let's pick up this one. Let's just pick up the SPY on the daily. Okay, so lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17. Closing over a prior all-time high anchored VWAP, third day in a row, trying to hold off on getting buried there. So there's SPY, QQQ. QQQ guy, lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA, still up over all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, they came dangerously close to taking that out about 4 days ago. All right, so there's QQQ, still bullish there. FNGU, SPY barely hanging on. FNGU, price action for today. Got a lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA, still up over all-time high anchored VWAP there, making higher lows and higher highs, still bullish on FNGU right there. Price action moving up, trying to hold the higher ground. Let's take a look at IWM. All right, IWM got a higher low, higher high, closing actually outside day. Lower low, higher high, closing inside a bearish trap, but underneath the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Just not looking pretty right now. Put that on the quad lines, still up in the upper thirds. That's still bullish on IWM. Diamond Dow's in a downtrend because they took out these lows here. Price action, lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow, downtrend. IWM, SPY, QQQ, and FNGU, all in uptrends. Some stronger than others. Okay, so there's Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at our technicals. All right, on T21.22, we wound up lifting off out of the sell zone into the seller's chop zone. Right there at the midpoint, we got hammered down with a lower high. From there, we made a higher low, then another lower high, and then an equal low there. Okay, so there's T21.22. Kind of wrapping up the sell-off. That's what it looks like to me. T21.23, price action for today. Red from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, putting in more space. Underneath is falling 200 SMA all the way back to quadrant 1. And I got to tell you, they're dangerously close to taking out those lows and being in a downtrend. T21.23, 3-bar chart. 3 more red candle bars, again back in quadrant 1, still up over the rising 200 SMA. Still bullish there, like I said, goes up, comes back, that's neutral, all right? Goes up, comes back and more, that's going to be bearish. There's T21.23, still bullish. FNGU, price action for today. A little red, little green, little red, little green, little red. Sounds like an Indian tribe right there. FNGU, price action, just consolidating in a bear flag hockey stick over to the right. Caught underneath a flat 200 SMA. trying to hang on to the midpoint and to no avail. All right, so there's FNGU. Let's go back and take a look at some sectors. SMH. All right, SMH got a higher high and a higher low, closing under a bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. SMH still in an uptrend right there, still making higher highs, higher lows. Hasn't made any lower lows yet, but it's come very close. Still up over all-time high anchored VWAP there. Okay, XLK, technology putting in a higher low, inside day really. Lower high, higher low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17. Still up over all-time high anchored VWAP, just not moving up. All right, this price action for XLK. They take out this low, they're in a downtrend right there. Okay, they're really close. There's XLK. Let's take a look at XLF. XLF moving up, holding the higher ground up here. Price action, lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Price action for, I thought I had quad lines on all these. Just, they were this morning. You know, closing up in quadrant 4, that's still bullish for XLF. Okay, higher lows, higher highs, price action, still bullish. XLF, still bullish. SMH, still bullish. XLK, all right, barely bullish. T2123. 4 of the 5 are bullish, except for Diamond Dow in the Fab 5. All right, let's take a look at XLI. XLI in a downtrend took out these lows here, this consolidation base. Price action for XLI, lower high, lower low, closing under the trap under the 17 EMA. XLI in a downtrend because they took out these lows. Let's take a look at XLU. XLU took out the lows, also in a downtrend, lower high, lower low, closing underneath a bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Price action for XLU, downtrend for XLU right there. And not quite able to hold it. Let's put some anchored VWAPs on there. There's one. There's a prior all-time high. And there is the all-time high. You can see price action way under that in a rubber band candle right there. Let's take a look at XRT. It's transports. As soon as they take out these lows, they'll be in a downtrend. Right now, still hanging on. Price action, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. XRT still hanging on. So look for Amazon, maybe a little bit more, maybe some follow through to some price action today. Hopefully it's not weakness. All right, so XRT retail still doing good here. Okay, got like an inverse head and shoulders, got a double headed right there. And left shoulder, right shoulder. Got that double-headed griffin right there, so we'll see what happens with that. All right, XRT still bullish right there. Let's take a look at IYT. Hopefully they don't mess up the candle today. We'll see what they did. Did they do it? Yes, they did. Okay, so the low was 69.34. Go back to the daily chart. 69.34 was way up here. Actually, right there. That's about the bottom of the day. Price action, lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend here on IYT. Okay, hasn't made a lower low because that's a misprint right there. It's still up over all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. All right, traders, that's it for me for today. I'll see you guys all tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. Today, what did I trade? Mostly the puts, all right? The SPY 560 11 DTE puts made $5,000 off those puts. Basically just trading in the range between the two, between the pivots and the lows and the highs and the lows right there. So nice work on that. CGC was supposed to pop for me. Wound up being a dud. Now it's popping after market. That's nice. A little too late, but it's still going to work. Seems like it's going to work. All right, so there's that on that. And what else do we got here? take some questions. Any questions in the room? Can you guys hear? You guys can hear me, right? No questions? Brad? All right. Brad, Brent, everybody. Appreciate it. Alan, Bobby, Judy, Mel. Thank you all for being here today. And Fido, yes. Stefan, if you're around. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. See you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll do it again. FOMC this Thursday at 2 p.m. Okay, then a presser afterwards. And probably a lot of volatility on Thursday. So probably want to be fully hedged coming into Thursday. And I have to find out when NVIDIA reports. I did not see it on our calendar. And Monday the 11th. Tomorrow we got big election. Okay, the 11th, not Monday. It's not Friday. Excuse me. It's not Thursday. It's not Wednesday. It's not tomorrow. And it's definitely not tonight. NVIDIA after the close on the 20th. Okay. That'll be some interesting turkey dinners on that day. Thank you, Brad. Brad's always pulling through for me. Thank you. Finding the data before. His internet's much better than mine, obviously. Thank you, Brad. Okay, traders. See you guys tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. All right? I think you guys had a good day. Did you have a good day today? I mean, it was a down day, but we nailed the puts, right? You guys caught the rollovers and the puts. Should have been. Today was a nice, easy day. All right, so see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Everybody have a good evening.